Hey guys, got a Pokemon TCG battle for you on playtcg.me. I'm using my Accelgor Lockbox deck and I'm fighting against Darkrai Tornadus, a very prevalent deck at the moment. Accelgor Lockbox is my favourite deck, I've said before, in the Dark Explorers block. If you click on the annotation right there, you will see the deck profile about the numbers and how to play it. So Rogue, it's hard to play, you've really got to think ahead. I did think I was pretty fucked at the start of this game, but I pulled it back and it turned out to be a pretty good match. So let's get into the video. Hope you guys enjoy it. So once again, I'm speeding this shit up pretty fast so it doesn't take half a fucking hour to see what's going down. So he's mulliganing and I'm drawing my cards and same shit happened to me, no basics. So there's quite a lot of Pokemon in this deck. It's got a lot of Pokemon for a Pokemon deck really, especially considering sort of the other builds I've got. So it's always quite weird when I do mulligan. But there we go, we've got ourselves a Celebi Prime and an Oddish onto our bench. And we just arrange the cards to get down those prizes. And probably going to do those coin flips and that shit and seeing who's going to go first. So, and it's Tails. I don't know who called what. So, who's going to go first? Let's flip those coins over. Flip those cards over. You've got Darkrai active and Tornadus. And I'm going first, so I drop down a second Oddish because now I'm really going to want to get the Vileplume trying to lock down. And yeah, I'm going to want to get things sorted. And that, I had a Juniper, two twins, an energy, and a double colours, and that really hurt, but I had to play the Juniper. I knew that because Darkrai is such a fast deck, I had to get my shit set up quick. I really had to be quick, so I had to use that Juniper and get rid of two twins, which is a very painful thing to do. I'm going to put down the Sky Arrow Bridge just because I'm a schmuck, and I really probably shouldn't have done that because I've made his Tornadus EX more powerful. But you know, like I say, I always play my games pretty late and I don't think straight. I'm not like a top tier player, I just play the game for fun. So this guy, he's played Dual Ball, and I'm not even going to start on my hate for Dual Ball, and he gets two heads, so you know, it worked out for him, and he's going to pull out a Smeargle and another Darkrai EX. So he's going to stick those guys down onto his bench. And he's got another Smeargle from his hand, which he's laying down to the bench as well. He's Evilating and putting a Darkness Energy on his active, and he's going to retreat out to one of his Smeargles, and he's going to portrait. So I'm showing my hand, and he can pick to either N or Pont. And I think he's going to probably going to Pont. So shuffle your hand into your deck and draw 6 more cards. He doesn't want to disturb my hand, which, you know, I'm pretty happy with that. So, it's a bit of a shame that I haven't got a collector though. I could really do with a collector in my hand. But anyway, so he's going to stick another Eviolite down. So that's going to make it a lot harder for me. I'm not doing major damage, and not having him having Eviolites is going to make things harder for me. But anyway, so we got a Vileplume but no rare candy, so I'm going to have to pont this away, and we get 6 cards. And at least we've got ourselves a Shelmet. But you know, it's I'm pretty stuck. I'm kind of feeling a bit worried that one of these cards is going to get knocked out, and I'm sitting on a level ball, and I'm like, oh, do I level ball now? Do I get out a Sunflora, or do I wait? And you know, next turn I can get out an Accelgor, at least I can do some damage and I can paralyze him and kind of slow him down. But does he run Switch? Got all these things running through my mind. What's going to go on? But you know, Darkrai decks don't tend to run Switch, but still, I thought I really need to get those Sunkerns out. I really need to get Sunflora. So, you know, my hand is pretty stuck now though. I've only got a rare candy and a leaf energy, so I'm worrying to say the least. So I have to pass the turn. I don't really want to I'll keep Celebi active. I know I've got 2 more in the deck, so you know, just keep him there. So he's going to Junk Arm away a Ultra Ball and a Sky Arrow Bridge to get back a Dual Ball, and he's Dual Balling and he gets 2 heads again, so he's going to be able to pull out another 2 of his Pokemon. So he's just doing a bit of deck thinning, you know, so he's making sure that his draws are going to be cards that he needs, and not Pokemon. That's not going to just fill his hand full of rubbish. So what's he going to grab? Did he grab anything? Search his deck. Typically, again, just like because I'm a boss, I talk and don't pay attention to what's going on. So anyway, he has portraited, and you can see that I haven't got much going on. And he's ponting. So he's going to get rid of that hand and get himself. So he probably didn't pull anything. Maybe the rest of his stuff is prize. So I don't imagine he probably plays any stage 2 Pokemon in that deck. So yeah, maybe he's got the Darkrai and other Tornadus in his prizes. And probably has a shit. Oh, I know. Well, I know retrospectively he's got Shaman, but didn't need it. Anyway, so he passed the turn, and look how fucking lucky I am. I top deck a PONT like a boss. So I play the PONT, that way I get 6 more cards, but they're not that great. I mean, we've got another Suncan, we've got Vileplume, but no rare candy. And I think I've run 3 rare candy, so that's pretty shitty that I didn't get the rare candy. So that's all I can really do, you know, get that Suncan on the bench and hope for the best. Hope that when he portraits next turn, he doesn't pick a Sillin and he picks an N. So I'm going to have to pass the turn and leave that at that and see what he's going to do. So I keep assuming it's a he. But anyway, he's going to Ultra Ball and he's going to discard 2 of his Darkness energies. That means his Dark Patch is going to be ready and he plays Dark Patch. So, oh yeah, we had this little disagreement. Well, not really a disagreement. He said that he could play Ultra Ball and didn't have to search for a Pokemon. I'm not too sure on that ruling because I mean, when I can't remember what Ultra Ball's text is, but my background when you play Magic the Gathering is when a card says you've got to do something, you've got to do it. I mean, look at PONT, it says shuffle your hand into your deck and then draw 6 cards. So even if you've got no hand, the ruling is you've got to shuffle. So I couldn't really bother to load up Google and kind of spoil the recording, you know, of me typing and trying to search for it, making the battle last rated. So I thought, you know what, fuck it, just roll with it. Just let this fucking douchebag put his energies in his discard pile and not pull out Pokemon. You know, it doesn't bother me. You know, I'm gonna beat his fucking ass down anyway. So we just roll with it. So he has now got a very angry looking Darkrai. It has got free energy on it, and because I played Skyarrow Bridge, his Smeargle has got free retreat, but Skyarrow Bridge is very important for me to use my Celebi to be able to attach and Forest Breath attach. So he's going to portrait, and I think, my memory serves me correctly, he does pick Sillin, which is a little bit frustrating because I kind of would have wanted him to end, but then same time I can end myself. So next turn. So he's going to pull out 3 Darkness, and he's going to be able to. Does he attach this turn? I know he's done Dark Patch, but I don't know. But anyway, he's now going to retreat, and he's going to stick forward his Darkrai with the energies on, which is going to knock out my Celebi. But like I say, it's not the end of the world. I do have another 2 in the deck. That's why I always run 3. That's why I run like high on the lines, 3 on the Sunflora and 3 on the Celebi, just because, you know, I can be talking about that prize trade, and it's very important. So he's sticking 30 on my active Shelmet. Kind of a bit stupid because if I get Accelgor and deck and cover, I'm not going to have to worry about that damage going to be taken off it. But I guess he was wondering that I wouldn't be able to get out an Accelgor. But lucky, again, so lucky, I top deck a Sunflora. So now we're going to play the end because I know I've got the DCE, but you know I kind of need to see what cards I'm going to get. And also I'm disturbing the fact that he played Sillin. This kind of like, you know, wastes the fact that he played Sillin. So in my, I get myself a Gloom and an Accelgor, so I can evolve one of my Accelgors, and I'm like, should I play that Gloom? Yeah, I'll stick a Gloom down on my active slot, sorry, on my bench slot, and I can also Sunshine Grace. And at this point I was thinking, right, Sunshine Grace, what should I get? Should I get another Sunflora? But I thought, you know what, if I'm going to deck and cover, I think I should grab myself another Shelmet. I've also got a DCE, so I can play my DCE onto that Shelmet, and then because of the Skyarrow Bridge, I can retreat out my Oddish, and I can now deck and cover, get a bit of damage on his Darkrai, and you know, get that damage off him. So I'm getting the ball rolling basically. I kind of, you know, like I said before, does he run switch? Does he not run switch? I very highly doubt that sort of Darkrai decks need to run switch for the whole fact that Darkrai gives you free treat. So, you know, maybe it could be an idea to use switch if you're going to, you know, free treat out and then stick Smeargle, and then you can switch your Smeargle back to bring out your active. So, I mean, I think I run switch in my build, but I'm still 100% on it on the actual cards. But I think it's still a good card to run for that reason, like I said, so you can switch out with the card and then free treat. So anyway, I've deck and covered because he's got the Eviolite. That's going to reduce the damage down from 50 to 30, but it's still going to take the 10 poison. So 10 poison, so he's on 4 damage counters. He's then going to attach another Darkness energy onto his benched Darkrai, and he's going to play an N. Notice that, see, I had a Smeargle in hand. I only run 1 Smeargle in the deck. I could probably run 2, so it's more chance of getting it turn 1, but it does kind of get in the way, and I have mentioned that before in my deck profile video. So anyway, he's end me, and I mean, look at that. that dude cannot fucking help me out any more than he just did. I've got an Accelgor, so I can evolve my bench Accelgor straight away. I've got a Sunflora, so I can evolve my Sunkern and get that sorted out. So I can then put, and I've got a rare candy, so you know I can allow him to do stuff and things. So anyway, he's going to play his catcher, because he obviously can predict that maybe a Vileplume Traillocker is going to be on its way, and he just put out Gloom. So what I'm going to do is I'm now going to evolve my Sunflora, so my Sunkern into a Sunflora. I'm going to evolve that Shelmet into an Accelgor, and we can now also Sunshine Grace twice, and we're going to pull out a Vileplume and a Shelmet. So we'll stick those in our hand while we think, because I'm thinking, what am I going to do here? What am I going to do here? Oh, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to stick down Shelmet, and I'm going to put a DC on that guy and get him ready, and then I'm going to rare candy the benched Oddish, because you know I need one, and I don't want those cards, and I want to get rid of one of these guys. I want him to knock one out. He is obviously going to knock this out with his Darkrai, and he is going to do 30 damage on one of my guys, probably on Vileplume or maybe on my Sunfloras. But I need the bench space. Bench space is very important. I do not need to have a random Gloom getting in the way. You know, with Vileplume, 2 Sunfloras, and I want a Celebi out. I really need to get Celebi out next, so I can start, you know, using Forest Breath to guarantee I'm keeping that train lock. So I want this guy out of the way. So I'm going to basically just throw him to the wolves. I need to take a second prize, and I know I've lost 2 of my twins, but I do have another twins, so if I can draw into that, at least I can use it. So he's going to pop down his Shaman, because he wants to remove the special condition from his active and damaged Darkrai. So he is then going to shift 1 energy over to his bench Darkrai, so that is now ready, and he's now going to stick another energy onto his bench Tornadus. That way he can now retreat, so that's going to remove the poison special condition, so he's not going to be taking 10 damage between turns on that guy, and he's going to bring out a fully fresh, fully healed, fully pissed off Darkrai EX to one-shot my Gloom and 30 damage on one of my bench. He also puts a DCE onto his Tornadus EX, so you know he's got two of his main attacking force ready and prepared. But you know things were looking pretty bleak, but now at least I've got 2 decking covers. It's all about what I draw into. So we draw into a Juniper. So we're going to evolve our active Shelmet and Juniper. We don't need another Scar Average. We don't need a red candy anymore. We've got Trainer Lock. So again, I'm top decking like a fucking champ this game. I really am, getting cards that I need. So get rid of Juniper. And we've got a couple of energies, but we can now Sunshine Grace twice. Because we've got 2 Accelgors sort of like evolved, we can get a Celebi. I would grab another Shelmet, but it looks like he's fucking benched. It's not benched, he looks like he's prized. I do only run 3-3 on that line, so I'm gonna have to grab out the Sunkern, but that's cool, because I'm gonna, like I keep saying, I've said before in my previous video, get that shit out of the deck. You don't want to be drawing into that shit. Get it out of the way. So we're going to deck and cover, and then we can stick a Celebi into our active slot. So 3 damage from the attack and 1 from the poison. And even if he runs switch, he can't use switch. So now I've got him stuck. So he's now going to attach an energy onto his benched Darkrai EX, and I'm going to go. And look at that, top decking like a fucking champ, DCE. So we're going to Sunshine Grace twice, and in the Sunshine Grace we're going to get out that Shelmet, and we'll pull out Oddish, because you know, like I'm saying, getting cards out of the way. So pop that down there, and because we might as well just keep the DCE because we've got the energies, and looks like I've got a couple of Cylons and a Pokemon Collector. So you know, I've got some, I've got a nice handful of trainers. I think my deck, I think I remember rightly, I think I'm down to what I saw actually. I've got probably about 18 cards left in the deck, so you know, that should be okay. That doesn't really, that's kind of a null point. But anyway, so deck and cover, another 30 damage plus 10 from the poison, so that sticks him on 8 damage counters, and we'll stick Celebi forward again. So he's stuck, nothing he can do. He's just going to pass the turn. So we draw, and we've got a twins. So you know, that's good. I'm down on prizes. I could use that, but my main worry at this point, and my main worry always is when I play this, and I've got a nice handful of cards I need, is that he's going to play N, and it's going to completely mess up my river. Because what? Because it's all about playing cards at the right time. See, and I kind of make a little mistake here. I don't opt to play the twins because I'm going to start doing, I'm going to be getting this prize. If I can keep up the damage, I'm going to be taking this prize, and I'm going to go even on the prizes. So what I really do need to do is use the twins, but as you see, I don't do it because I'm a fucking douche. But anyway, back to his turn, not doing anything. But here is a very good point, and this is awesome. Eviolated EXs with 180 HP from this deck will KO on the turnover, meaning there will not be a prize trade. So I love seeing Eviolites on 100 HP EXs because, as you see, we're having a bit of an argument here. He's not doing the right damage, and I think he's worked this out, and he's not going to do the correct damages because actually we do have an argument because he's on 130. So anyway, we'll do our turn, and it's pretty straightforward what we can do. We're going to get out 2 cards, and we are going to see. I should have played twins. Why did I play twins? I guess I was kind of worried that he was going to end me or something. I don't know, but I decided to play Cylinder instead and attach and Forest Breath attach. I don't know why I did that. I probably should just fucking grab twins, use twins and grab 2 DCEs, but it doesn't. Luckily, it didn't really affect me too much in the end. So anyway, so deck and cover. Now watch this. So he's on 130 damage counters here, right? 130. So shit from the 30 from the tank is 160. And look, the fucking douchebag didn't add the other 10 from the poison, because he didn't want the KO to fall over onto my turn. He was then going to bring out his other Darkrai, and he's like, "Oh yeah, my Mervs isn't too good." I didn't want to say nothing because I'm better. That's I'm trying to look. Oh, I completely fuck up. I'm trying to type. What are you doing, you fucking douchebag? I'm mashing the keyboard. No, you gotta do your 10 poison counters and shit like that. So he was totally trying to cheat, pretty much. Because he knew that on the turnover of the turn. Oh no, I accidentally drew 3 cards. So I was taking back on my deck and shuffle because I'm mashing the keyboard. No! Fucking. So here we go. He's finally corrected himself. Rightly so. Fucking bitch. But anyway, so he's stuck. He's fucked. The turnover is going to happen. It's going to come to my turn. And that Darkrai EX is going to get the 10 damage between the turns. And it's going to KO. So that means whatever he sends out to me, I'm going to be able to lock. So is he going to send out the other Darkrai? If he does, that's going to be great. Is he going to send out the Tornadus? But he knows that basically whatever he sends out, I'm going to be able to train a lock. So and he goes for the Shaman. But Shaman's got 70 HP, motherfucker. So this is how this is going to run down. I'm going to hit you for 50 from deck and cover. It's then going to be 10 poison over to your turn. So he's on 60 HP. When the turnover comes back to my turn, it's going to KO. He's going to be on 70 HP and he's going to knock out, and that way you're going to have to send forward something. So fuck you, buddy. So anyway, so I played my second Cylinder because I can't run twins because I obviously now level on the prizes, but that's fine because I'm going to be able to use attach and Forest Breath attach, and that way we've got deck and cover is maintained, and we've done another load of damage to him. And deck is looking pretty thin. Excuse me. That hopefully means we'll be able to draw into a DCE. So, it's all good. That's one big ass hand I've got going on there. So those cards going into the deck, and there he is. He's worked out 60 and the poison. And then we're going to shuffle the deck. He is paralyzed. So he's going to draw a card. And I think he's I think at this point, yeah, he scoops pretty soon. He scoops pretty soon, but anyway. So I think we're having a little chat, basically saying that he realised that he is fucked. That's going to knock out. He's then going to send forward Darkrai. I'm going to be able to hit that for 40. It's going to be 100, and there's going to be, with the damages, I can't work out the top of my head, but I think there's going to be that other sort of, it's going to KO hopefully on my turn. And I've got energies. He sees I've got a full hand. He knows I'm going to be able to maintain it. So there we go. And there I just say to him, "Whoa, Rogues for the win!" Yeah, I was really happy that I won the game. I was really worried at the start I was going to lose, but he didn't get, even though it was a fast deck, he didn't get the speed needed to beat me. So yeah, I mean, just basically like I say, you've got to play the cards cleverly. I mean, I didn't play the twins when I should have played the twins, but luckily it didn't bite me in the ass. And it paid off. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. So like, comment, subscribe. I really appreciate some more likes to my videos. I put a lot of effort into them. Oh, cry like a little bitch. But anyway, cheers, guys, and catch you later. Adios.